The journey never stops, dude. And that's what's so exciting when you actually have a purpose in your life and you wake up every day. The moment that you wake up and you're like, man, we're chasing our dreams. We're actually going after something. And for us, casting that dream so big, and it's not even the end result of the dream for us, it's the value that we want to add, it's the journey, but more so it's the revolution that we want to create. It's a whole community of the personal growth of we just want to run with like-minded people, man. You know what I mean?
And that's why we created Valued Up. That's why we created ValueShip Consulting Group, because we know what people are lacking, because we lack those things from the experiences that we've had in our lives, from leadership, from lack of leadership, from lack of people in our corner or management or whatever it may be. I don't know if you want to talk about ValueShip as a whole and what we're stepping into with that, or where you
man. I mean, we can dive right into that. I mean, obviously, here's the podcast. We have Valued Up Podcast, and that's why we live in such exciting times right now, is because we have so many things that we are rolling out right now. We have the podcast, getting this in place so that we can bring people along the journey with us. But our big baby right now is the ValueShip Consulting Group, which is a leadership firm that we're building off the ground. It's just us two right now. But our vision that we have is to have just a full-blown, like I said, revolution. Not even just a community, but a revolution. Because the marketplace that we see, the gaps in the world that we see at play when it comes to leadership, when it comes to organizations, when it comes to corporations, I mean, day-to-day lives, there's a leadership gap out there that needs filling.
Yeah.
And that's what we got together, and we're like, dude, we've had so much experience within our lives.
10 plus years.
Yeah, being athletes. I mean, how many teams have we been a part of where the epitome of athleticism is not the skill set, but the leadership that surrounds it, right? The processes, the systems of getting better.
Teams, corporate America, military.
And that's what I was going to get into outside of athleticism. Yeah. That was our growing up, right? And then we jumped into the military. How much experience do we have being a part of the military? I mean, we were both intel analysts, talking about that a little bit in episode 2, counterterrorism, having just the largest leaders in our back pocket in the whole organization, going after the mission set that we were looking to accomplish, the mission set that we were actually a part of. Dude, we have so much experience under our belt. And what really changed my life is a book that I read just a handful of months ago. And so many people, when they're starting brand new things, it's like, how am I ever going to become successful? Or what value can I actually add to the marketplace? Like, what can I actually bring to the table? And that book said, no, man, what your starting point is, it's not zero. Your starting point is your own experience. And I feel like up until this point, we do, in the grand scheme of things, we might seem young at this point. I'm 34, you know what I mean? But we have so much experience under our belt. I truly believe we can add value to people out there.
Well, it's not even an age thing, and we've had conversations about this. It's not an age thing. It's about the amount of experiences that you've had within your age, right? The more experiences you have allows you the ability to have more wisdom on that specific niche that you're in, right? If you're into fitness, right? If you've been lifting since you're 12 years old and now you're 34, well, how many years of experience do you have perfecting and tweaking and learning and growing? It's no different than what we've had in the leadership world of having good leaders, bad leaders, being a good leader, being a bad leader, learning how to lead, right? Learning the difference between leadership and management. And we've had so many different experiences because we were go-getters. And I'm so grateful for that because we were ambitious in our earlier lives, that allowed us to gain more experience being a leader, right? And I think being a good leader, you first have to be a good follower, and we were there at that point in time too, right? Leadership is in a position it has nothing to do with that. In fact,
it's a mindset. I truly believe leadership is a mindset.
Yeah, extreme ownership. That's what leadership is.
Exactly.
Right? Regardless of position. So.